unbeaten Bristol City. The Robins, as it stands, we're missing out on the chance to move into the top 2 of the championship. Second half just underway, and we're expecting a response from Bristol City, and they've just gone straight on the attack. And Mehmeti's had an effort towards goal that's on the edge of the area, has actually ended up going out for an Oxford throw-in rather than a goal kick, but it was a show of intent early doors from Bristol City nonetheless. I'm Tom McGarry, I'm joined by Jack Ogilvie, and we'll be talking you through the remainder of this game. Doesn't look like there's been changes made by either manager at the break. Bristol City were forced into an alteration early in the game when defender Rob Atkinson went off inside 15 minutes with looked like a knee injury, which is concerning given his record in that department. George Tanner came on for him. Oxford scored their first goal soon after that through Nick Prelic, and then a superb strike from Przemysław Placheta on the stroke of half-time doubled their lead. I'll run you through the 11s then. Vitek is in goal for Bristol City. Viner, Dickey and now Tanner are the back three. Sykes, Knight, Randall and McCrory in front of them. Twine and Mehmeti supporting Rees up front. Oxford have coming in goal Long, Helic, Spencer and Curry across their back four. Placheta, Kearsmacher, Brannigan and Krastev in their midfield, and Prelic and Lancashire completing a forward line, which is in a 4-4-2 formation that's been causing Bristol City problems. But Jack, as I say, the onus is on Bristol City. They need to respond. Absolutely,
they were poor in the first half. They did create some half chances, but it's lacked a bit of confidence. Rees playing it into the area. Twine hooks on. Mehmeti will control and tidy from both sides as Mehmeti tries to play his way past both Spencer and Placheta, who scored that wonderful goal towards the end of the first half, and then those two are making a bit of a mess of clearing the lines as well. But I was very disappointed, I have to say, by Bristol City in the opening 45, and maybe it's a case of Gerhard Struber just saying, well, you've kind of got us into this mess, you're going to have to get us out of it, to the players who started the game. Barron, of course, and the early change had to make with Atkinson being replaced by Tanner. But Oxford have only won 4 of the last 21 matches after a really good start under Gary Rowett. The confidence in the form book isn't there for them, but they look pretty good to me this afternoon.
Yeah, I think they've been set up really well by Rowett, and the players are responding. Curry playing the ball forward there to Lancashire, who moves out to the right-hand side. Have as well, which we've seen already this season. Other teams near the bottom don't they? They do have a bit of a goal threat as the ball towards the edge of the area. Might be another opportunity towards goal. Lancashire hit it, but blocked away just about its source, and then it squirms out of play on this near side for a Bristol City throw-in. 3 minutes into the second half, Bristol City 0, Oxford United 2. Bristol City need to try and get their attacking players more involved. Between Emil Rees, Scott Twine and Anis Mehmeti, they've scored 9 of their 12 championship goals so far this season. All have contributed with a few assists as well, so that free to step up really if Bristol City are to work their way back into this game. Randall looking to switch it out to one of those players. It is Anis Mehmeti in space on the left-hand side, and Twine and Rees both making their way into the penalty area. Mehmeti cuts in on his right foot, cross slightly behind Rees, who does well to bring it under control. Randall then caught in two minds there whether to shoot or pass. In the end it was neither. Sykes is then caught offside on the near side, so that what looked like a promising attack for Bristol City comes to nothing. But they are trying to get themselves forward at the start of the second half.
Yeah, Mehmeti's scored and assisted in the last 2 games, and he has looked the most dangerous, I think, of the Bristol City attackers. Rees just looks to lack a bit of confidence. Twines has struggled to get in the game at all, but Mehmeti's picking up some nice positions wide on the left-hand side. A couple of offsides there, which was a feature for the Robbies in the first half. Oxford coming forward.
Placheta tries to cross it outside of his left boot. Further evidence there that the left is very much stronger than the right. He's maybe a little bit fortunate to get the corner, and then his cheerleader, the Oxford supporters who are positioned behind the goal. The visitors are attacking in this second half. The likes of Helic, Spencer coming forward from the back for this corner. Michael Helic in particular, a real aerial threat, and Kearsmacher, more often than not in that first half, was pretty much on the money with his deliveries from set pieces. It's whipped in towards the head of Sam Long, who nods it down. It's off the post. Helic was nearly there to tap it in, but Sam Long with a stooping header is quite a long way out and had to generate a lot of the power himself. But he was inches away from making it 3-0.
It's a free header. He does really well. He's going away from goal. He knocks it down and onto the post. I think Helek sees Vitek scrambling across, and fair play to him. He doesn't want to take the goalkeeper out, basically, does he? And that means he doesn't prod it home.
Curry with the long throw into the box now, bounces through after Helek doesn't quite make contact with the flick on. Pralic will keep it alive on the Oxford right, backed out by Placheta. Here's McAree, makes the run. Placheta ignores him, instead goes infield to Brannigan, who will cross right-footed towards the far post. Helek nods it down, can't quite find Sam Long, that central defensive duo, causing havoc in the opposition penalty area with those couple of crosses into the box. And Oxford, they're not going to sit back in this second half and just settle for what they've got. They're sensing they could wrap it up early and get a third goal.
Well, both sides look vulnerable when defending set pieces, don't they? The ball's bouncing way too much in the Bristol City box for anyone's liking, really. Oxford look dangerous. They started the second half really well. And you do wonder if the Bristol City bench will look to make a change. They do have options, because they just need a bit of a spark in this game. It's been lethargic across the field.
Yeah, it's not been a great performance from the home side so far. They've been so good in 5 games of the championship season, 11 points accrued. But coming forward now, Mark Sykes down the right-hand side. Good strong challenge though on him from Curry. City do get the corner though, so a chance for them to lower the penalty area, and they too have looked threatening from set pieces. There were a couple of headers that went wide of the target when perhaps should have gone better in that first half. One from Ross McCrory and one from Rob Dickey. Scott Twine to send this delivery into the box. Swinger delayed by the assistant referees. The referee saw it from the two. So pushing out in the penalty area. Twine now will lift the ball into the box deep towards the far post, heading clear. Cut to Adam Randall. Keep pressure on Bristol City. Infield, there'll be a strike towards goal. Oh, what a strike it is! In off the crossbar, and Bristol City are right back in this game. Before Placheta's effort was good in the first half. Well, Anis Mehmeti, who has been in form at the start of this season, has just struck his 4th championship goal of the season, and it's an absolutely fantastic effort.
Yeah, scoring for the 3rd game in a row as well. He has been Bristol City's best player, and that is a wonderful strike, similar to Placheta's, but probably more spectacularly. Comes in off the left and blasts it. What a strike, just seeing it again. Blasts it with his right boot, hits inside the crossbar. Always looks so good when it hits inside the crossbar, bounces into the roof of the net. No chance for coming. It's game on.
Yeah, it's off the underside of the crossbar, just makes it even more spectacular. But yeah, it's an absolutely rasping hit. Absolutely no chance for coming. And yeah, a brilliant individual goal from Anis Mehmeti, who's certainly been performing well at the start of this season. Really stamped his place in the Bristol City starting 11. Was a bit in and out under Liam Manning last season, but a wonderful hit from him. 6th goal involvement in the championship this season as well. It's exactly what Bristol City needed at the start of this second half. A route back into the game. His goal coming in the 53rd minute. So Bristol City 1, Oxford United 2. A couple of goal of the weekend in this game. That'll be up for Bristol City. Sykes were throwing down the line. This will give chase. He's a willing runner up there, Emil Rees. He's got the throw in. I'm not sure if that was a foul throw. I think it probably was, but the referee allows play to continue. Knight challenged by Brannigan. A few challenges going in, and Jason Knight's been penalised, and then he reacts rather petulantly towards Cameron Brannigan. Was it Brannigan in the first half who was trying to pull him back to his feet after a challenge? So there's a little bit of needle between those two, but Jason Knight has to be careful. He's fired up, but he's not going to actually. I thought he might escape the first booking of the afternoon, but Bristol City captain is going to go into John Brooks' notebook.
Yes, tempers fraying there. Brannigan's never too far away from the action, and Knight needlessly getting involved. Just having a look, it looked like a good 50-50, then Brannigan wins the second. He goes down maybe a bit easily. And then, I'm not really sure what Knight's doing, I have to say. He's not going to do anything but get carded on that occasion. It's so blatant, both the assistant and the referee see it, and he becomes the first caution of the game.
The second yellow card a Bristol City player has received in the championship so far this season. It goes to their captain. Divided international Jason Knight. 10 minutes into this second half then, Bristol City 1, Oxford 2. Kicking for Oxford came to nothing. City now trying to come forward with Mehmeti, just couldn't quite get the ball under his spell on this occasion. To Oxford goalkeeper Cumming, who puts his right foot through the ball. Cheta trying to chest it down on the far side, gets a little bit fortunate, bounces off his chest, then comes off McCrory and out of play for an Oxford throw-in. Taken by Brodie Spencer. His acrobatic clearance off the line in the first half as well to deny Mehmeti what would have been a goal potentially straight from a corner, as Mehmeti picks it up again down the left-hand side. He's got two Oxford defenders around him. The second of those is Spencer, who wins the ball back fairly. Oxford through Lancashire draw the foul. Again, it's Knight, who had something to say. Not sure whether that was to the referee or to Lancashire afterwards, but he just has to keep himself calm down, the Bristol City skipper. Yes, he's desperate to get back into the game, but can't afford to pick up a second yellow card.
No, he can't. And I had to say, it's really good play by Spencer. I thought the foul actually was Mehmeti, almost an obstruction. He seemed to be jumping across the man, needless in midfield, and Gerhard's